video, the future of HIV prevention for the next decade. My name is Robert Brandon Sandor. I am the founder of Serosorting and Safe Sex Serosorting as international HIV prevention strategies, and I will be your host for this video. So what is the future of HIV prevention for the agencies, the organizations, the experts and professionals for this decade? Well, it's 2011, and they're just now coming to understand that we have a way to stop the spread of HIV dead in its tracks, and more importantly, we can do this without medications. So the future messages that the agencies are going to start providing to you here in this next decade on a nationwide scale here in America is that HIV positive people have already come out and are comfortable with our HIV status. For example, in previous videos, I have been showing you the PAUSE code, an HIV prevention strategy that not only lets HIV negative people know that we're HIV positive, but it sends a clear, universal message to society as a whole that the HIV positive community has taken a leadership role in stopping HIV, the spread of new transmissions of HIV. Why? Because it's P for P, positive for positive. We are HIV positive and we only have sex with other HIV positive people. Also, what you're going to be learning more about this next decade is the role that HIV negative people have already been playing. If it's good for us HIV positive people, to come out with our HIV status and we have the PAUSE code like I just showed you, well then it's only fair that HIV negative people have a code as well. And that's why for more than a decade you've seen them put in their profiles HIV negative, UB2, or D and D free, which means disease and drug free. Therefore, status disclosure is no longer an issue because we, the people, are already coming out and we are comfortable with this. Also, communication is no longer an issue. Why? Because we are communicating. We are communicating with each other. We are communicating with our sex partners, our HIV status. We are also being socially responsible because we are taking this a step further and we are taking a leadership role. So the future of HIV prevention messages will be that the HIV agencies, organizations can no longer sit back and take a non-leadership role. They are forced to join us. Otherwise, they will be left behind. So in the years to come, for this next decade, we're going to see more participation from the HIV agencies, organizations, experts, and professionals. And only for one reason and one reason only. And that's because they can no longer avoid this revolution in HIV prevention. They can no longer ignore the fact that we, the people, have taken we've taken a leadership role and we've made it our responsibility. And we are going to see more research in the ways of HIV testing because of us having sex with our own HIV status. We're going to see more research in the grounds of communication, that the communication factor has increased, which means stigma. HIV stigma has decreased here in the United States. And the next decade will provide us with more research to support this. Also, we're going to see more research from the HIV researchers here in the United States only because they are afraid of being left behind. They've been sitting back since the mid-1990s and they have ignored this trend, this global trend. Well, they can no longer avoid the inevitable. And that is, by the end of this decade, because we are having sex with our own HIV status, we are going to see the end of HIV as we know it. That's right, the end of HIV as we know it by the end of this decade. This is only because we are having sex with our own HIV status, we are fed up, and we are physically breaking the cycle of new HIV transmissions, and we are doing this without expensive medications and their harmful side effects. We're seeing this throughout the world. We're seeing this in every race, every gender, every sexual orientation, every political affiliation, any geographical location. Having sex with your own HIV status stops the spread of HIV dead in its tracks. And we're going to see more research to support this. More importantly, we're going to see more research in the name of safe sex serosorting. That's having safe sex with your own HIV status. And this applies greatly to those who are HIV negative. There's going to be more research to support their efforts. So in this next decade, this is the age of enlightenment in HIV prevention. You can argue all you want. You can dismiss my claims, and you can take me out to Times Square and hang me from a lamppost if you like. You can't stop the inevitable. What's my supporting evidence? You. You're watching this video. It's called empowerment. It's called education. You are aware that this information exists. Guess what? I don't think you're the only one who was watching this video. Hello, my name is Robert Brandon Sandor. I want to say thank you. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Thank you for friending me on Facebook. Thank you for sharing my videos. Sharing is more than caring. Sharing is about awareness. It's about empowerment. It's all about hope. Stopping the spread of HIV dead in its tracks. It's about unity. HIV positive and HIV negative people standing united in our quest to stop HIV dead in its tracks in this next decade. So I want to say thank you very much. And yes, this video was filmed here in New York City.